like to welcome a number of people. And his wife, the Mayoress, Libby Atkinson. The members of the Oz Tennis Foundation, in particular Paul McNamee, Peter McNamara. Also a special welcome to the members of the Committee of Management of the Waverley District Tennis Association. Another very special welcome to members representing the 18 participating clubs in the Oz Awareness Day today. We owe so much to so few. And I'd like you all now to put your hands together for all of those people who have made this day the day that it has been this year and for years. I really like to say it's because of the support that the members here at Vermont South gave to the day last year that we could see the potential for making something bigger out of it, both as it's turned out today and also hopefully in years to come. And so I'd like to thank all the members of Vermont South who supported last year so well, so that it gave us the encouragement to take it further, and it has really been great that we've had the support from all the Waverley clubs this year, and maybe even a lot more next year. Last year we had the Mayor, Dorothy Smith, come to be part of our Oz Tennis Awareness Day, and we thought it was fitting this year to invite the new Mayor, Bruce Atkinson, to partake in the ceremonies.
I haven't been playing tennis today, that's why I'm in a suit. Actually, not many of you have been playing tennis today either, so why aren't you in suits? I just want to say that it is a pleasure to come down here and to just play a very small part in terms of the day that you had, a very important day. I think that this is terrific. I think it must be very gratifying for Paul McNamee and Peter McNamara, Paul in particular as the person who established this concept. People behind this sort of project must be just so gratifying to you, Paul, and it's a great thing that you've conceived of the idea and got many people, international players and so forth, involved in the concept. But I think that it's great also that other people like Jeff have recognised the value of this concept and have taken it one step further, which is back out into the community. So it's terrific to see so many people get behind that. In terms of Vermont South, it's great to be able to come down here to Vermont South, which is part of our municipality, and we're pretty proud of the achievements of all of our sports clubs, and Vermont South Tennis Club is no exception to that. And we're also very proud of the sort of work that they've been doing in the community generally. We recognise that they've got some fairly ambitious plans for the future, and I think that by and large the council will be trying to do whatever it can to in fact support the club in those plans and to see those realised. That's enough speeches. I'm sure that what you really want to know is who's won these passes, and it's a pleasure now to draw those.
The junior boys.
This is the junior boys, and we have Ben Myers. So Diane, I'm sure he'll enjoy the day. It's awesome. Senior men. How about Linda Mead?
Get that one. Get that one.
They're either all very courteous or they were popular winners.
Supported it very well, and I'd just like to call on Paul if he would like to come out and draw the winning ticket and present the racket. Thanks. Joan Stewart. The next item on our agenda is to talk about the Waverley District Tennis Association and their involvement in the Oz Tennis Awareness today. Ladies Committee and Social Committee did a fair bit of work today, or over the last 2 days, blowing up balloons and hanging streamers. And to Helen Reid and all her helpers, thank you very, very much.
About 10 weeks ago, we were asked, Jeff Isles and a few people approached the Waverley Association because we had been here last year. Well, I hadn't, but a few of the committee had on the last day. And it was Jeff's thought and Jeff's dream that maybe it could become a little bit bigger, Oz Tennis Awareness Day. We as an association jumped at the opportunity. I'm going today and see the 18 clubs. And I thank those guys for being part of today. It's a big thing for us and it's a big future. To everybody, to all the clubs that have been part and parcel of today, I thank you very much.
Yes, we've got these lovely certificates of appreciation from Oz Tennis for all the tennis clubs who have taken part today. And I would like to take this opportunity of thanking each and every one of you for your wonderful support. Most of you have either heard from, well, all of you, I suppose, have either heard from myself or Paul or Victor or Stephen on our work with Oz Tennis. From the money raised today, we can certainly maintain some of the programs we've got or indeed start new ones. So therefore, more children in mainly the inner Melbourne areas, I suppose there seem to be lots more schools that need our help. Most of those children there will be able to have a tennis lesson that they would never, ever have dreamt of having before. And not only one tennis lesson, but they would have at least 10, and some of them even longer. So I would love to thank you all very, very much for your time, and the money raised today will definitely go towards a good cause. I'd love to really thank Russ for all the time and effort he and his committee have put in, including Mark and Jeff, Bill and Jeff and Heather. And I would really like to, if I've forgotten anyone, I'm really sorry. I'd really love to thank them very much, especially Russ, who has worked tirelessly over the last weeks. And I would also love to thank Victor and Stephen for coming along to help, and also Peter McNamara, who's not here at the moment, but they've all done a sensational job, so I've heard. And so I'd really love to thank all of you. Julie for being here from Western Australia. It's just been one big happy family this weekend, really. And once again, just a big thank you to everyone.
Thank you, Susie. If I may ask Paul to come up here. I think this is the time of the day. Where's Mark Cummings? I'd like to quickly, before we do present the cheque, thank those people who drove us, the coaches around. It was a heavy day for them. My phone bill was pretty heavy. Thanks very much, Barry boys. But to everybody who's participated today, thank you very much. I think after we have a meeting and we think about this in the cold light of day, I feel quite comfortable that we will go again somehow next year. I don't know whether it'll be the same format. I think it can be better and can be bigger. This is the first time this association has done anything like this. And through all the help you people have given, I'm going to present a cheque now to Paul. And I don't think it's the end of the cheque, because there are a lot of wind cheaters there money has to come in for. More importantly, I think there's more money coming in. The cheque today is for $8,200.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's just phenomenal effort by the way of the District Tennis Association to raise that amount of money, over $8,000. It's really been an incredible achievement and a great day. But sincerely, on behalf of Oz Tennis, I'd like to reiterate Sue's thank yous, particularly to yourself, Russ, and also to Bill, all the other members on your committee, and Jeffrey as well. It's been an unbelievably well organised day. I mean, I've just been chauffeured around all afternoon. Barry's done a great job, Barry and Carmel, but I'm sure the organisation has been like that everywhere that we've gone. It's just gone to clockwork, and obviously for something like that to work as well as it has, there's been an awful lot of planning that's gone into the day, and I think to think the results have borne fruit to the tune of $8,200 odd is a phenomenal achievement. That means that could go as far as 500 or 600 kids being able to take up tennis next year that weren't able currently to take up the sport. And that could go from kids that are living in the Housing Commission flats in North Melbourne, to disabled children in Sydney, to Aboriginal children in Western Australia. That's where these funds are going to, and from the bottom of my heart at Oz Tennis, I'd sincerely like to thank you all. We didn't get out on the court enough today, but Macca and I and Steve and Victor were able to tell a few yarns that we got out of the closet, and we really had a lot of fun out there today, and the spirit in the community was fantastic. And it really does stem back to Jeff Isles, who originally sent me a couple of faxes last year in talking about raising the awareness of Oz Tennis. And I know Jeffrey's been a real driving force, behind all this. And every project needs somebody like that. And I know Russ has picked up the ball this year and just done tremendous things with his committee for the day this year. And I believe it can go from strength to strength. But Jeffrey, you certainly had the vision last year, and a lot of the success and the reason we're here today is because of the work that you put in. So, not much more I can say, Russ, except to congratulate your association on the fine work that you're doing, and I'm sure you're really a showcase association for all the associations in Victoria. It's really a wonderful thing that you are doing for tennis kids that are not in your community. It's a very unselfish act. There are so many kids that will benefit from it. We are very, very indebted. I'd love to be part of the day next year and come back again. I hope it can happen again. Thanks very much.
Again, I just want to say on behalf of the Association Committee of Management to all the clubs, please take back your members our thanks. We sincerely hope that we can do it again next year. I'm sure we will, as I mentioned before, in some other way. Today, 3 other clubs, one of the biggest in Waverley, 2 of the biggest in the area, approached me and said we will be part of it next year. So, yes, you will be coming back next year, and if Oz Tennis doesn't fly, I'm sure we can get a sponsor to bring you back in Perth, and all the best for the Hopman Cup and everything else, Paul.
Thank you, Ross. I said at the start that we owe so much to so few. I guess I should change that to read, we owe so much to so many. I think today there was in excess of 1,000 people involved in the Oz Tennis Awareness Day under the Waverley District Tennis Association banner. And you're all part of that. Why don't you give yourselves some applause? To the Oz Tennis Awareness people, we thank you for your presence here today, and we trust that we'll see you again next year. Thank you all very, very much.